There is huge news in the world of wrestling as Bill Goldberg made his return to WWE. It all happened on Friday Night SmackDown when Bill Goldberg interrupted a segment involving Roman Reigns. Roman obviously didn't look too happy to see Bill Goldberg, but the two went face to face, and Bill Goldberg challenged Roman to a match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Roman Reigns accepted, and now the two will face off at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for the Universal title. There were some fans who questioned whether or not Bill Goldberg deserved another title match because in 2021, he had two title matches that he lost. He lost against Drew McIntyre and he lost against Bobby Lashley. And fans questioned, well, why do they have all these special matches to determine the number one contender, like gauntlet matches, Royal Rumbles, and so on, when you can just come out like Goldberg and just say, I'm going to face you for the title at the pay-per-view, and then the match is made? Why doesn't everybody just do that? Even though you lost two title matches last year, how does that make you the number one contender? But in truth, you have to remember that this is basically a make-good match. This is a match that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania in 2020. Unfortunately, Roman Reigns did not feel comfortable competing due to the worldwide health situation, and Braun Strowman took his place and fought Goldberg at WrestleMania that year. And we never got to see Roman Reigns versus Bill Goldberg, that is, until now. And one of the reasons why it was kind of a sad return for Bill is because this is the final match on Bill Goldberg's current WWE contract. This is it. And WWE has no plans right now to re-sign Goldberg. They are kind of saying, okay, even though he may not truly be the number one contender and maybe he doesn't truly deserve it, either we just use that last match on his contract for Goldberg to fight some, unnamed wrestler, or we can do that match that was supposed to be at WrestleMania that a lot of fans were looking forward to, but never got to see it. So they said, you know what, we're going to do it, and we're going to send Bill Goldberg off in a spectacular way by having him face the guy who he was supposed to face in 2020 and do it at a big pay-per-view like Elimination Chamber. This will be his final goodbye match. So there are people who think that Goldberg versus Roman Reigns is a great idea and they want to see it. There's fans who think, you know what, Goldberg's in his 50s, we don't want to see it, we want to see younger guys. Yeah, we understand that. But this is just basically a make good, and it's the final match in his contract, and then Bill Goldberg's career in WWE will be over forever. Ronda Rousey has received some very upsetting news from WWE. As the winner of the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble match, Ronda Rousey had the opportunity to face the champion of her choice at WrestleMania. And on Friday Night SmackDown, her opponent was revealed, but it's not who we thought it was going to be. Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair came out to the ring. Sonya Deville began to speak. Of course, Sonya Deville is one of the GMs of both Raw and SmackDown, and she let fans know that Becky Lynch was going to face Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. But then Ronda Rousey did show up, and she made her way down to the ring and confronted both Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville, because Ronda Rousey never told anybody who she was going to pick, and she was wondering why the heck is Sonya Deville saying I'm going to face Becky Lynch. And it made Ronda Rousey feel like Sonya Deville was in cahoots with Charlotte Flair in trying to pull a fast one, and said, well, in fact, I am not going to face Becky Lynch, at least at WrestleMania, maybe down the line. I am in fact going to face Charlotte at WrestleMania for her SmackDown Women's title. Charlotte Flair and Sonya both were shocked. Charlotte held up her belt in Ronda Rousey's face and began to taunt her. And Sonya Deville got into Ronda Rousey's face and tried to tell her who the boss was, saying that I'm the boss, I control things around here, as Sonya Deville tried to tell Ronda Rousey, don't even think about touching Charlotte Flair. But then a very angry Ronda Rousey said, I had enough of this. But then Sonya jumped onto the back of Ronda Rousey. This was when Ronda Rousey slammed Sonya Deville down to the canvas and put Sonya into an armbar. And because Sonya Deville is a WWE official, even though Sonya does wrestle sometimes, she does say when she has the jacket on, you can't touch her or else bad things will happen. And unfortunately for Ronda Rousey, bad things are happening now because of her actions towards Sonya, a WWE official. And the rumor is Sonya Deville is going to announce that Ronda Rousey has been suspended from WWE. This is going to be some very hard news, not only for Ronda Rousey, but her fans who were just welcoming her back to the company, and less than a week later, she gets suspended. But is it really fair? Because obviously Sonya Deville is in cahoots with Charlotte Flair. Unfortunately, Sonya Deville is the one in power. She's the one who pulls the strings. She is able to suspend people if she wants. And that's what she is going to do. Ronda Rousey is just going to have to take it. Now, the good news is the suspension is only going to be until sometime after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and then she will be reinstated at some point just before WrestleMania. And Ronda Rousey's choice to face Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania is confirmed, and it will happen. However, she will be suspended until further notice, and unfortunately, she'll have to sit on the sidelines until just before WrestleMania. What are your thoughts about Goldberg returning to WWE and getting a Universal title match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? And what are your thoughts about the rumor that Ronda Rousey will be suspended by WWE? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.